Right, hello and welcome back. These are some of the main IELTS topics that you should cover, and you get these lists all over the place, but there is one topic that students don't often have on their list of topics, and that is the topic of cities. I always advise my students to have this as a specific topic. Most of the lists that you see of lists of IELTS topics don't have cities as a topic, and I advise you to have cities as a topic. There's many essay questions about urban life versus rural life, all the things about facilities and infrastructure in cities, a lot of things about the buildings, old buildings, new buildings, and then also the use of land, but many other kinds of questions related to cities. So make that into a topic and have vocabulary specific to this topic. So we're going to look at a word that is specific to this topic of cities today, and that word is sanitation. It's a very nice word. Many students don't use it, don't know it. So what is sanitation? I'll explain as we go along. You'll understand soon enough once we make our sentence. I think the best way to use sanitation is together with something like sanitation services. Then it actually becomes an adjective. So then we're starting to make a noun phrase here. So one common way that you will use sanitation services is you'll say access to sanitation services. So let me explain what sanitation services are. There are two main kinds of sanitation services. One is clean drinking water, and the other one is toilet systems, how to get rid of all of the human waste. So we'll use a such as over here, such as adequate sewage disposal. This word is a formal word for toilet things. It's a good word to know. It's an academic word. Don't worry about what it describes. It's an academic word. And access to sanitation services such as adequate sewage disposal. This is the toilet infrastructure, the toilet system, and clean drinking water. And that's basically what sanitation is. Sanitation is linked to the word, to the meaning of being clean or cleanliness, sanitary. So sanitation services or sanitation systems mean mainly two things: a toilet system and a drinking water system. Right, so there is a nice big noun phrase that you can use with this excellent word sanitation. So let's turn it into a sentence. People living in rural areas often do not have access to sanitation services such as adequate sewage disposal and clean drinking water. So you could use that, of course, for something like urban versus rural. We can change it to a facilities and infrastructure question. One of the most important infrastructure systems in a city is sanitation services such as adequate sewage disposal and clean drinking water. So don't worry too much about this. This is what you can change depending on the question. But for today, I want you to learn this whole noun phrase. Learn it as one big noun phrase and write it just like that at the end of a sentence. Access to sanitation services such as adequate sewage disposal and clean drinking water. Wonderful vocabulary. Great. See you tomorrow.